Hey, I just want to make this recording just to give anybody who's interested just a little food for thought, just how much stuff's really out there. Anyway, this is an actual website that you can access, Jet Propulsion Laboratories through NASA, and this will show you pretty much anything that is out there in space and its orbits. Now, I was just messing around the other day looking at the site, and I found this, which was pretty interesting. Just real quick, the object that I'm talking about is called 2012 DA14, which is an asteroid. Believe the asteroid's like 50 meters, which isn't really big. But if it obviously hit Earth, it would be major event. Um, this here is Earth's distance to this particular object, and this is the object's distance to the sun, and this is the date. Now, if I speed this up a little bit, oh, hold on. If I bring it back in reverse, and we'll start at a reasonable point, just so you can get an idea of what's actually going on here. And I will stop it here. Now this, what you see here, this light blue, is when the object's actually above Earth's orbit. Now if you see from this angle, you can get an idea of where it would be. Anyway, you have the Sun, you have Mercury, you have Venus, you have Earth, Mars, and Jupiter is just off the screen. Now, if I speed this up a little bit, you could see just as this asteroid passes into the realm of the Earth's orbit. Now, I'll stop it right there. Okay, you see this number here. Now, this number is going to gradually get smaller. And as you see that happen, you hit this number here, which is pretty rare to see, this particular combination. The 3.0E-4AU is approximately 44,000 kilometers, which seems like really far, but really isn't. And I can show you an illustration of why I say that. You can look right here. This is actually a site that shows you kind of generally where the satellites are that are around Earth: low orbit, mid orbit, and high orbit. If you look at this number, less than or greater than 42,000 odd number kilometers. So this asteroid will actually pass inside of this area of satellites. Now, the high orbit satellites are generally weather satellites, communication satellites, and probably other things that we're not even really aware of. I did read somewhere else that there's a lot of nuclear reactors and things up in space in those high orbits. Now, anyway, just to give you an idea of how close this asteroid is going to come, this is the lunar orbit, or the moon. Now, let me just bring this out a little bit. This is actually going to pass through this area right in here. Pretty crazy, actually, to think that there's so many of these asteroids out there that could potentially end everything. But from what NASA's saying, that's not going to happen in this case. I don't know if they tell you if it was going to happen, but here's an illustration of the actual asteroid. And you could go to this site and look at it. It's National Aeronautics and Space, which is NASA. And if you type in your Google search 2012 DA14, you can actually get all this information, and you can read this stuff. So anyway, I just thought whoever would like to check this out would find it interesting and realize that you can't go and look at this stuff anytime you'd like, just to get an idea of what's going on out there. Anyway, I'm getting ready to watch some football, so check it out. Catch you later.